All right, everybody, welcome to our brand new studio here in the heart of Chinatown in Chicago, IL. And I am with Emily, and we are very excited because this is the official launch of Come On Over 2.0. So what you see today and what you hear is totally new and fresh. So come along for the ride. We got some special guests coming up. We got some all new fresh bits. But most of all, you can see all of our freshest bits on YouTube and wherever you watch your podcast. So I begin.
It's not wherever you watch your podcast.
Nobody says that?
No.
Wherever you watch your podcast.
No, it's wherever you listen to your podcast.
Wherever you listen to your podcast.
But we are available at YouTube,
YouTube.
at our YouTube page, at Come On Over Podcast, which everyone must subscribe to and share.
And on that note, we started off, per usual, with Emily bringing everybody down. So let's get rolling. It's my first ever intro.
There we go.
Waiting by the phone for that one little ring. Those 3 words I love to hear you sing. Come on over. Hey, what should I bring? Come on over, just bring anything. Thank you, everybody, for coming on over. I am always the star of stage, film, television, YouTube, Instagram, CompuServe, Prodigy.com, and all ancient late 80s, early 90s dial-in BBSs.
Prodigy.
Jeffrey
R.I.P.
Michael Mauro. And to my right is the star of pretty much the Come On Over podcast, my co-host, my little sister, producer extraordinaire, Emily Mauro.
Oh my gosh, we're here. We are in a studio, Jeff.
We are in a studio surrounded by a lot of near and dear items, as you can see.
Memorabilia, Mauro memorabilia.
Now, if you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, hello. It's still going to be the same great content, the same great voices you always hear. But if you want a little something extra and you want to watch us via streaming or on your phone or on your devices or in home, you can go over to YouTube, to our YouTube channel. Where does it live, Emily? How can we find this?
Real
YouTube?
simple. It's called at Come On Over Podcast on the YouTubes. You will see it in the show notes below. If you don't know how to get there, we're going to help you. For all the, the boomers out there. I know I know our boomer fans will definitely want to see this.
I think so, because they're like, maybe they know what I look like just because of, again, all the tremendous amount of television I've produced.
Of course.
And made, all the stage work I've done, all just being a recognizable human being internationally.
Of course.
But they hear your voice more than they see you, correct?
Yeah, which I prefer. That's by design. You told me I had a face for podcasting.
That's true. That was more of a ball bust. No, you look great. You look better than ever.
I hope so.
The hair is curly. The shots are kicking in. Her teeth are looking so sparkly right now. Hair is extremely curly. Someone moved one of her curls right before we started shooting.
It had to.
We got a wonderful crew that I want to bring up right now. So our production partners in all this is kind of like, we did the Hardcore Italians podcast.
Yeah, we did last time. I'm sure you guys just saw it. Great stuff right there.
And I realized that is just more fun to watch and more fun to listen to when we're in a room together and not in the basement and here on the second floor in a warehouse building in Chinatown.
Hey.
It doesn't, I guess on the outside look glamorous, but on the inside, it's a wonderful facility, complete with wainscoting, as you can see.
What's wainscoting?
It's the stuff on the wall that it's an adornment here. And those are where's my friend Kyle, one of the guys here on the Holy Cow production team? What is this called again? He went poo-poo in the potty. That's the kind of production partners we have here. They leave within the first 4 minutes of the show to go poo-poos in the potties. So give it up for Holy Cow Productions here in Chicago. They have come on board.
Yeah.
Because they believe in the Come On Over train.
As they should.
And they are just fantastic. So they're doing all kind of the background stuff that Emily used to do all of it. So freeing up her time to work on her curls.
I'm still very much involved, though. I'm still, I do the final. The final is my work, but they do all the heavy lifting so that I have time to fine-tune things as I should. But we are covered with how great it looks via video and how well we sound. But, I don't worry. There's still the Emily touch in there.
Always the Emily touch.
Always.
That you will feel that touch.
I can't
America.
let it go. I can't
let it go.
One day I'll let it go.
Well,
when I clone myself.
No, well, listen. I wish there were 3 of me. If there were 3 of me, this world would not know what happens. I would be like a Voltron. like a Voltron. Three Jeff, like one Jeff is an arm, the other Jeff is the other arm. The Jeff is like a chubbier Jeff is the torso.
Wait, is this like all of you cloned?
Yeah.
Like kind of like Idiocracy.
Listen,
so they're not all operating with a full deck, but so they're like Jeff Light.
Yeah, they're like
dumb
special.
Jeffs.
Stop it. You're the dum here.
Oh, stop.
All right, so give it up for Holy Cow Productions, who are literally shooting us right now, like I said. And they do a lot of things under one roof, offering video production, photography, motion design, which I need a little help with at the homestead. Motion design.
What do you mean? Is that supposed to be sexual?
Motion in the ocean.
Oh, wow.
And then they also do branded content. The end goal is to create content to get your viewers to say, holy cow, that's so good. Holy cow, that's so good.
Was that your what's his butt?
Was that
the guy with the cheese? Wait, what the?
That was more Richard Nixon, right? Less.
I'm not a crook.
I'm not a crook.
Oh, we're just cross-pollinating.
All right, so check them out at holycow.productions, okay? Holy cow.
No com at the end.
No
I confirmed.
No com.
No com.
This
This is
guy.
the world we're living in where the comms are kaput.
I love it. It's like no cap, but no com is the new no cap. What you bitches think about that? Thinking what to say next off the dome. So we're about to get down with the Jeff Mauro zone.
Okay, Joe, look at that.
Off the dome, thank you. My the audience is clapping. All right, Emily. Let's start out with a little bit of 5 things that have changed now that come on over.
5-ish. I added a few. I think we got 8 right now. We might add a couple more.
5-ish is definitely not 8 last time I checked, but
Well,
all right.
I'm busy.
All right.
While you're looking at yourself.
I do, and it is not.
And
I do not like what I see most of the time.
Okay, so the 5-ish things, or let's say 8, the top things that have changed now that come on over is now a video podcast.
Okay, you can start us off here.
Okay.
This is, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, all right. All right, everybody. Now we're going to talk about the top 5-ish things, Emily, because we've added some on since being here.
Yeah.
That have changed now that come on over is now a video podcast.
Yes.
Emily, give us the number 1.
Okay, Emily will be less stressed out because we now have a fabulous team to help me produce this. So, to all of yous, thank
guys.
you, all yous guys. But alas, Emily will be more stressed out because she has to worry about hair, makeup, and wardrobe. So I'm calling out all the interns out there that want to style me. Oh, wait a second. One of our wonderful crew members wants to style me. I'm sorry, what's your name again? Brooklyn. I knew it was a city. Brooklyn is going to style me, so forget about that. I don't need you anymore.
All right.
I'm talking to you.
You might have to pay her. I mean, I know she like. I
Yeah,
don't know what's in it
Now,
for her. We'll talk about it.
You want to be paid in Giardiniera and beef?
Hey, free meat.
It's going to be a little harder to take bathroom breaks now.
Yeah, I pee a lot more now, but I have been taking Prostate Plus, so it's been calming it down a little bit.
Is that a sponsor?
I wish it was. Prostate Plus, I don't know. I've been taking it for about 4 weeks, and I think it's helped. It could be psychosomatic. Could be, whatever, but I'm taking it every day, so I don't have to pee as much.
Great.
All right?
I'm happy
This is the
for you.
honesty you get here.
Exactly. Jeff pees way too much, and he's taking prostate pills.
There you go, 46,
go.
baby. One day you too can be me.
We also got to make sure that we don't have boogies in our nosies.
Yeah, I guess I
Am
should have
clean?
done a B in the C check. No, you need a trim in there. You got it. It does.
Really?
Yeah, you know what it's like looking into?
Now someone's going to zoom in.
It's like when you look for something in the attic and with a flashlight and you find a little spot and the spider webs are in there.
And so that's my
Yeah,
nose.
that's what it looks like with those.
I hope you don't find a dead bird in there.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I know.
What else, Em?
Well, we got props and set design, as you can see. So let's take you all through what all of this means to us, because every item is a meaningful one that represents the Mauro history, the lineage, all the things. So let's go through one by one.
All right, we have my guitar here that was on set of the kitchen for probably 10 years that I was sent back. So I got a new guitar that's a little easier to play. So rework this one. It's going to live here. We got the Jerry Garcia candle that has fallen 3 times since
3
setting
times.
up.
Not kidding.
It has broke, but it's still intact.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, some Mauro Provisions Craft Medium Giardiniera, the best in the game.
But we know we got 4 flavors.
Copy of my wildly popular Come On Over cookbook, which is the namesake of this podcast. What came first? The podcast.
No, the cookbook. It was 100% the cookbook.
But we launched the cookbook.
Before the,
Yeah.
we launched the podcast before the cookbook was out to the public, was published. But
Yes.
it was kind of like to ramp it up and create this brand that we are now living in.
Yeah. Okay, you're right. Tell us about this unicorn.
I have my Durangan, which is from Durango, Mexico. My Durangan unicorn that I got when working there. Flying unicorn, which everyone knows are the most powerful of unicorns out there. And it just gives me luck, and it reminds me of where I've been and where I'm going to go.
Gotta believe in something, Emily.
Exactly.
Gotta believe in something. All right, we got a Touch of Italy classic poster from the 80s that our Aunt Catherine, Mauro, was the organizer of, which is the old Taylor Street Festival. And we got one from every year, and we used to work there slanging Italian beefs for Tuscany's.
Our mom won first place for the marinara sauce contest, and people thought that it was rigged, but she went in with her maiden name.
Yeah, Renzi.
So people wouldn't,
Yeah.
get things muddled there.
It was, because they didn't want to rig. There was. The Chicago politics does infiltrate red sauce contests at Italian festivals.
Not the first time.
Not the first time, not the last time.
Oh, God, no.
Chicago album cover that we love so much with our state bird on that bitch. We got the beautiful Mauro family portrait here from the early 80s at least.
Oh, yes.
A lot of slacks, a lot of matching dresses, a nice ornate chair that was definitely taken probably at a Sears
1,000%.
photo studio. And Frank's got the middle part looking good. And then you got little Dana on the chair that looks like almost like a Victorian haunted doll.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
does.
She looks with Annabelle.
Yes.
She will come alive
Like,
in that.
hi, Mommy. I'm going to kill you.
What's the matter? You don't love me? You know? And look at me with them buck-ass teeth.
Yeah, you is.
That is buck-ass teeth right there.
I'm missing one of my front tooths.
One.
Two, maybe.
Damn.
The beginning of my dental problems.
Yeah, but that bang cut, Emily, that is popping.
That's fresh, a fresh bang cut.
That is not even a bowl cut. That is like soup upside down. Soup bowl cut.
Oh.
You know what it's like? It's like they shaved your head and then just dipped you up to there in ink and then put like something on the side.
You'll have to bring that up with Mom then, because that's
she
not.
will be here in the next episode.
Yeah.
We got a beautiful vista of my mom's and parents' condo, which is in Melrose Park. From their balcony, that's their view of the skyline of Chicago, looking over like Thatcher Woods and everything. It's pretty spectacular.
And that was actually taken by. That photo was taken by director of photography I worked with. His name is Stephen Pearson.
Ooh.
He actually he's pretty sure he's Academy Award and Emmy nominated. Or he's close, but he did Wednesday. He's done a bunch of Black Mirrors. He's Mobland. He's very legit, and he took that photo.
Oh, for Christ's sake, Maeve.
What's that?
What am I supposed to do, Maeve? Kill the guy? I can't kill the cunt.
What's
That's
that
right.
from?
You obviously didn't watch Mobland.
No, I don't watch Mobland, but Mom does, so you can talk about that one next episode.
And Emily, I'll get this last kind of pièce
Oh
de
my
résistance.
gosh. It is my spoiler from my 2008 Toyota Corolla Sports Edition in Speedway Blue, obviously. And we have a very special update about that will be coming at you very soon.
Oh, deep tease.
The deepest of all teases. Is that all the stuff we have? Yeah, that's all we got. So, yes, these are our props. These are our backgrounds. Welcome to our set.
Deep tease gone. Yeah, that's lovely, Emily. This
Thank
is
you.
a great collection of things. Maybe we'll add to it. We'll see.
We'll see. There might be a new thing every week. Yeah. Maybe you could spot it out. I don't know. We can make a game out of it.
Like we can definitely do some Easter eggs. That's what they call them, Emily.
Oh, yes, they do. Hello. I'm freaking a big losty. I know all about Easter eggs.
I tried again to get through Lost. I don't like it.
Oh, I love it.
I don't know what's happening, and I don't care what's happening.
You know what? You just got to read up on it. Ugh. Anyway, okay. And the last...
If I wanted to read up on something, I'd be reading, not watching TV in order to read up on something.
I don't know. I like to research while listening or watching. Wait, I had one more thing, Jeff.
Sorry, Emily.
Our last thing of things that have changed now
Oh, yeah.
is you can see us in real time getting annoyed with each other. Isn't that fun?
That is true.
Finally, we're giving the people what they want. Finally.
It's real.
Yeah. There may be dancing. There may be some other movements.
Yeah, I think we are we're a multimedia entertainment product.
Yes,
you know
of
what I mean.
course.
We do better on moving pictures,
You think so?
Star Stage Film and Television. Emily, I say it in my title. It's on my business card.
Is it?
It is. All right, dummy. I got a question for you.
Okay. Oh my God, I forgot one more thing. Jeff, I'm sorry. The final reason of what has changed is that we will have visual aids of photos and videos. So now when we're talking about something, you could see what we're talking about, like we are the Come On Over classroom.
That is amazing. Come On Over Classroom is where you learn about not only us, but about food, television, very much so.
Yeah.
The business.
Or just like visual representations of the things. When I say, hey, when I had this meal, I'm going to show you a picture of it if we've prepped it. Or if I say, hey, I have a video of my dog eating romaine lettuce.
Now, you got to watch this now. See, now this is when you all have to kind of pause this and go to YouTube and watch Emily's dog that she's admittedly obsessed over.
Obsessed.
But this dog is hammering down some cold romaine.
Yes,
I mean,
it's like it's a pepperoni or something. He gets excited about romaine as he would a.
It's unbelievable.
I
Look
know.
at him go.
I know, it's so cute.
He's on the ground and he's eating do you feed the whole leaves?
The
or
whole
you give
leaf, he loves it because then he's got the spine.
So you give him the whole head too? Have you ever given him the whole head of romaine?
No, I'm afraid that might be too much for his tum-tums, too much roughage.
What is it? What is his poo-poos like after these?
They're excellent.
Okay.
Great poo-poos.
You get through them? You get through them like the guy, the scientist in Jurassic
No.
Park? Do you get up in there?
No, but sometimes
Like Laura Dern from Jurassic Park? You're like, oh, those berries. I think she's been eating poisonous berries. Remember when she's in the...
Yes, I do. I
right?
remember.
The Triceratops dung?
Oh my God, I'm going to have to show a clip on that, which I have not prepared.
Clever girl.
Clever girl. Also, if I want to show a video of like from 10 years ago of you messing around with me when I'm hungover.
You've been 7-Up bottle complete with the little Jimmy cat.
Oh, good times.
These are
Good
great.
times.
Is that all you got? This is very entertaining.
Well,
that was me
I know.
beating-
See, this is what I
Again.
mean. We'll get right back to that.
No, you guys, it's worth it. Trust me. You have to go to YouTube, see the multimedia
Or
effect.
yeah, just watch it all on YouTube. Start it from the beginning. Listen to it, then watch it. It'll
dying.
really improve our numbers.
That's one of my favorite things.
Okay, Jeff, do you have a question?
Okay, I do have a question for you, Emily.
How was your week? Tender kitties.
Oh, the Tender Kitties version.
This week. Tell me, how was your week?
Little kitties.
This week. How was your week? No, I want some milk.
Oh, that's one of our bangers right there, Emily. Live, watching people's live reaction to these songs is
I
quite
know,
humbling.
because there's so much backstory with it. Originally, our mother said that all of Jeff's songs were too harsh. So he redid all the songs in that kind of style and said Dearest Mama or Mama Baby
Yeah,
and all these
yeah.
things. And then someone wrote in and was like, could you write one for my cat? And there you go.
Tender Kitties, it was.
I wish I
Yeah,
remembered her name.
That was like the first one.
Oh, yeah.
Very bass heavy.
Yes, and Mom, it was too harsh for Mom. Why don't you start, Jeff?
Well, my week was grand. Well, I got to bring it down a little bit because it's something that I need to address. We lost a queen last week, and that is in the passing of my dear friend, my co-host, my one of my favorite people on the planet and on Food Network, and Burrell. Last Tuesday, I got the news when I was in Cayman Islands with my family, about 32 people with all the cousins on the beach, and I got word from her manager who was blowing up my phone.
Oh, really? So her manager called you
Called me-
direct?
called
You
me
didn't
direct.
find out? So did you find out before anyone else found
Well,
out?
I was looking at my phone wondering why her manager, Scott, who was my manager for a short time, but I've known Scott for 15 years, and we run in the same circles. I'm like, why is Scott calling me? And then I see the text, and right when I read the text, he's like, I have some tragic news. Call me back. I don't want you to hear it before the press gets wind of it. And right at that minute, dude, Sarah came right up to me. She goes, "And Burrell died." And it just, it ruins the moment. It ruins the vacation.
Yeah.
And this was on the heels of Father's Day, which is our first Father's Day.
It's a doozy.
Without Gus. Father's Day was so joyous to me and so wonderful of a day, but it was so emotional too. Mm-hmm. And it was like there was this thing I was carrying. The whole trip too, just being in a beach environment, one of Dad's favorites. And I always carry him with him, but it was a little amplified on Father's Day. I'm sure you would agree.
I went through it the whole week
Yeah.
prior to Father's Day, more than I thought I would. Like, it snuck up on me, but that's grieving for you.
Yeah, it just comes and goes in
The
waves.
silent biatch.
And I was like, kind of like, not put it down, but I was like, all right, let's enjoy the week. Let's be positive. I'm going to, Lorenzo was in like this another state of vacation, Vacation Jones, I was calling him. He was in it to win it. He was doing everything he could. He was fun. He was, having a couple pops here and there. He was hanging out with his cousins. He was staying up late. He was going to the gym. He was just snorkeling. He was doing everything. It was awesome. And so I was like, let's focus on this. But when I heard that, so I was happy at that moment. And then you hear this news, it kind of dips you back down. And I'm like, death has a way of, rearing its ugly face, obviously when you least expect it, sometimes when you totally expect it, but this was unexpected. And I've had the New York Times call me. I've had, local news sources call me and kind of wanting dirt on this and the scoop. And what I can tell you guys is that I've known Ann for almost 15 years. We've made several seasons of Worst Cooks in America together. We're friends before we filmed and co-hosted the same show together. We've had many nights out in Chicago and New York that were just legendary. I'll even tell you one story right now that I've never told to anybody, Emily. This is what I like to call a come on over exclusive. Ann used to frequent this bar in the West Village that I'd go to with her. And if I was shooting at night, she was a good phone call. It was like, hey, I'm in town for a night shooting something. Can we hang out? And we went and we ate like a bunch of food at this bar. And it's great food, but it was like greasy bar food. And then we were admittedly out back, maybe having a little smoke, maybe a little tabit. And I think I ate too much. And not even lying, I coughed from the joint so hard that I shit my pants. And Ann didn't know. And I did not have the heart to do two things. Be honest with Ann and tell her I probably got to go. And the second thing, I didn't have the heart to just go. Because she didn't, one thing about Ann, she wants, you're going to be doing, if you stick with her, you're going to be doing karaoke at 3 a.m. somewhere. And those are always amazing moments that I love to join her in. But man, I rocket sauced my pantaloons.
So what did you do?
The boxer briefs was holding them in, dude.
Wow.
Holding them in. Now, here's the thing when you travel for one day, and I think, I believe I was doing the Today Show the next morning. I didn't have, like, other jeans. I didn't have other underwear. Like, I changed into those. No, I had a fresh pair of underwear, but I knew those were going in the garbage. Mm-hmm. Those were going straight into
obviously.
Straight into the bin.
Yes.
But the jeans, I can't throw them. I needed my jeans. So I had to be on set at the Today Show, promoting something at like 6:30 in the morning. So I sat there for a while. I was outside and I played it off. I'm like, oh man, I don't feel so good. I'm like, she's like, okay, you can, whatever. And I was sitting, we hugged and everything, but I didn't want to get too close because I just poo-pooed my pants.
Yes.
And I went back to, and I remember then it was probably Today Show or whoever brand I was representing at the time. They put you in like the Knickerbocker, which is like a room, this big with like the dryer, the AC vent is exposed.
Yes.
It's like hanging there, like almost, not a window unit, but like an in-room unit. Mm-hmm. And I had to like scrub my jeans in the shower with like shampoo and a little conditioner to make them extra soft, of course.
Oh my God, Jeff.
And then dry them out turbo style on that thing. So even when I went and did that show the next morning, though the poo-poos was gone, there was still slight aroma, plus a slight moisture hydration that was uncomfortable to get back on a plane with that day.
Obviously, my God.
Not my proudest moment, but a moment I shared with Ann that to this day I regret not telling her that I have to go. I pooped my pants because I guarantee you
She would have loved that.
she would have loved it. She'd have been like, oh my God, let's go shopping. I'm like, it's like 1 a.m. Like, where can we go get jeans right now?
I'm sure
you know?
there's Walmart's 24 hours.
You know what? I should have, but that's just one of the many stories.
Wow.
And Anne was awesome in so many ways, and she was so loved. And I'm going to miss her dearly. I'm going to miss making television with her. I was so excited because she had her final show the night before at Second City, a program that I kind of grew up going through, that I was communicating with her, that I was just like, this is so great for you. I think she was kind of in this metamorphosis to find something to excite her other than traditional Food Network television and cooking and all the stuff we normally do. You know, we're kind of in this transition period of cable television and Food Network and all we're doing, hence this podcast, hence all this stuff. Like, we still want to connect with everybody, but how do we do it? And Anne was like, I'm going to put myself on the line, on stage. Improvisation is highly uncomfortable, and it is a process, and it is a learning process, but it's also a discipline that you have to learn. And she dedicated herself, and she was having so much fun. And you see the pictures online, her and her fellow cast members, and I was like, knowing that was like kind of like the last thing, it was like extra sad for me. I wanted to see her on stage. I wanted to see her on the cruise that we're doing. She was going to be on there. She was going to come up and sing a song with the band. Her husband, Stuart, was so great. I mean, we had so many great meals together. When Stuart and Anne came to Chicago, this was like a year or so ago, she came over, and I cooked her a big dinner, and Mom and Dad were there, and my in-laws, and Stuart, her husband. So it was like, you know, all this great stuff, all this still so much potential, so young, too young. And she will be missed. And if you don't recall, I know Emily's got some clips we can play here, but we had Anne and her sister Jane on our podcast not too long ago.
No, it was like I think it was in October of 2022. And at the end of the episode, we're going to play some clips for their in tribute to Anne.
Definitely. You're going to want to hear them. They're
some really lovely, funny moments.
Funny, true. And there, of course, will be some karaoke involved in that. She loves karaoke. Like, I don't even want to bring this up because it's like knowing after Dad passed and the thing that my father drove home to us as kids from a very young age was this edict, which is you never quite remember exactly who came to your mother's funeral, but you sure as hell remember who didn't. And I experienced that. I know you did at Dad's, even though 600-something people came.
Most everyone came.
Most everybody came. But there are a couple people that didn't. I was like, all right, you know, I'm sure there were some great excuses, but I literally could not get out of the islands to get, because Aunt's services were like 3 days after she passed.
Oh, yeah.
So I couldn't leave my family. I feel like I didn't want to. I feel like emotionally I had to stay with Lorenzo and Sarah and you know, and be on this journey with them rather than trying to spend 2 days to get from the islands to New York, which would have taken, there was no planes available. It was crazy, you know? So I'm so sad I missed her services. But again, that was a choice I made, and I have to live with it. But I heard it was beautiful, and I heard there was a lot of karaoke in celebration at the end.
Oh, good.
So
Beautiful.
Shout out to Anne Burrell, a pioneer, one of the greatest chefs to ever live, one of the fastest, most competitive chefs from Iron Chef days, suing for Mario Batali, all the way to 28 seasons of Worst Cooks in America, to being, as Sarah says, the person she was extremely most scared of at the beginning, but once they had a night together, they were fast friends too, and like that's how Anne was with everybody. You know, she wasn't an easy nut to crack, but once you did, man, you know, it was peanut butter.
Oh, peanut butter and jelly. Is that a thing?
I don't know. I just made it up out of my butthole.
Hey, you're...
Which is always active.
Well, good to know.
I can't believe I told that story, but Anne would have liked it. That's what she would have wanted.
Well,
and I only wish I would have told her, literally, I have to go. There's poo-poo in my panties.
And then she would have let you go.
Oh, my God,
There
Emily.
you go.
All right, Emily. Well, I went to Cayman. Again, Lorenzo crushed it.
Oh, yeah. I think I have a video of him.
Oh, my God. Oh, yeah, show the video. That's him. Yeah, you might want to show these guys. That's my son, night one, sleeping at Pepper's, which is a famous, Jamaican Caribbean place. We were all there, 32 strong, and he was just holding on strong, and he could not.
Hey.
He couldn't keep it, and our cousin Katie recorded him doing that. But It was whatever. He might have had some, it might have been his first taste of a couple
real
real
pina
pina colada. But I'm not advocating whatever. Believe what you want. We're all adults here, and we supervise. I don't care what you think, actually. Sue me. We're on
There you go.
He did the thing where you stay up all night before the vacation. Even though, like, our flight wasn't at 6 a.m., it was like 9:30 a.m.
All right.
But he was playing that song. We woke up at like 5:30 to shower and just finish packing, and I hear the Pina Colada song playing, and it's Lorenzo just in his underwear playing through his phone, like dancing at 5:30 in the morning. I'm like, dude, what? He's like, I haven't slept yet. I'm like, dude, you are in for a ride, man. And then you get there and you come in hot, and then you have some fun in the sand, in the pool, in the water. And dude, by that time, he was like, he was literally sleeping while sitting up.
Hey, impressive.
All right, Emily, we'll move on to you because you are so much more interesting than me.
All right. Well, we found out some big things that my dear dog is
Dead.
Hold on, no.
Dog finally died. I almost can't wait. I'm kind of sick of it. I'm
Stop
kidding.
it! He's
I'm
a
kidding.
year and a half. He has his whole life ahead of him.
No, we love Rocky. He's a great addition to the family.
My dog is a Cavapoo after we got the DNA test.
Wow, that's an expensive dog to buy
Exactly,
outright.
for $400 cash.
And you rescued it.
I did rescue him.
Beautiful.
He originally came from a kill shelter. Whoever got rid of my sweet baby, I don't know, but I'm grateful for them. But he is 49% Cavalier King's Charles Spaniel, 49% Poodle, 2% American Cocker Spaniel.
Yeah, I could tell he's got that 2% cocker in him.
You think so? Well, yeah, well, he's
What
also
would you do if I sang
hilarious.
out of tune?
Also on the same vein of my dog. So we had a puppy sitter who was a friend who was watching him for free that I kind of fired, and as a puppy sitter and friend.
What happened? Wait, this was your friend that...
I'm not going to say names. I know for a fact she does not listen to this podcast because she doesn't give a shit. But found out from a very reliable source.
She was touching him.
No.
She was touching him in the rocket, little rocket.
She was secretly using
peanut butter.
No, a special harness behind my back, and we use a collar on him. She switches out her own harness. Isn't that messed up? Like, isn't that like control?
Okay. My first question is, how is Rocky as a walker, a leash? Is he leash trained?
Fine. He's great.
Does he pull on the leash?
Like a little bit as a little dog, but like as a young pup. But he's great on a leash, actually. It's just sometimes he gets excited by like a bunny, and he wants to eat it.
And how did you bring this up to her?
I never did. I just stopped talking to her.
You ghosted her.
I ghosted her. I actually consulted with several people about how to handle this because honestly, I was like, I don't even want to hear her explanation.
Yeah.
None of my other friends or family would do something weird like that. Like, it's creepy and it's weird.
Well, I think the weird part is
The
that she
secrecy.
didn't. Yeah, the secrecy of it is kind of odd. Like, and this is a very personal thing. Whether you're watching, it's like same thing. You're watching a kid and you're like, oh, the parents say don't give it apple juice, and you like sneak in apple juice for the kid.
Like, she's not a grandparent.
But I also, I truly want. We'll just call her Rhonda.
Rhonda, of course.
Rhonda. What if Rhonda's like, I just didn't want to hurt his windpipe or Rocky's neck.
She could have addressed that to me.
I agree, but that's why I'm kind of curious to like, how would she address it? How would she give an explanation?
I don't want to hear it because
You don't. She's out.
I have too many great friends, people in my circle who don't do shit like that.
You got a lot of friends.
So
too.
why do I exactly? I have too many friends.
It is.
I
So
have
this is
too
good.
many friends. So
So do you have any friends that are willing to do the same duties that Rhonda did for free? What are we doing?
Yes, because he's so fucking cute.
Wow.
This dog.
What
People
a
are
gal.
begging me to watch my dog.
Oh my God, this dog. You know what?
But also, we got our neighbor across the street or across the hallway
Okay.
who she has a cat. We have a dog. We feed her cat when she can't do it. She will walk Rocky when she is around to do it. So
Great.
it's a nice even trade. And then we have another one of our neighbors who has a 10-year-old daughter, and they love taking him.
Great.
So
Who
we're
cares?
covered.
You're covered. You can always find somebody. You can use an app like we've been using Rover a lot
I'll have that in the
for my in-laws when we go out of town. As long as they're getting exercise.
which is
key.
He's got a lot of energy.
I'm
but
sorry you went through that, Emily.
Isn't that messed up?
So sorry.
So we actually had to fire our cleaning ladies.
This has just not been a good month for Emily here and her
Or
support
people
staff.
in my circle. Exactly.
Support staff is going down. So do you have a landscaper?
No, well,
I'd be shaking in my boots.
We rent, so I wouldn't pay for that. But
It's true. It's one of the benefits of renting.
But what happened was, so I actually brought a visual. So we have that oil lamp from Houseplant. I've talked about it before. It was a splurge that Mike and I got for each other for one of our anniversaries.
Yes, I remember this from Houseplant, Seth Rogen's heady company that sells weed paraphernalia.
Yes, but
this
they
is
also
not for
do art
weed. This
pieces.
is like
It's a marble-based oil lamp that you put oil in there. It has a spot for matches. It has an ashtray, which we don't use, but it's a beautiful effect for a room, for a house. Anyway, they broke it. And then I'm back and forth with her. She's like, we'll pay for it. I'm like, okay, you happen to break like the one expensive thing. It was like, it's $300.
why couldn't she have broken the spoiler?
Exactly. There was 1,000 things she could have broken. She's like, the girl's paying for it, so can you pay half?
The girl's paying for it.
There are 3 girls.
Oh, okay.
And I've always complained.
You can pay half?
Yes. She asked me if I would pay half. And Mike's like, you better not pay half. We are not paying half. And I'm like, no, we are not. And then secretly I paid half. Because I'm thinking that like this cleaning lady is going to get, what if she gets fired? And then it has a butterfly effect. And then like her kid gets sick and then something happens. I was like, for my own peace of mind, I have to pay half, but I did not ask them
How
to
much?
come back.
I want a number.
I paid $150 out of $300.
Do you have the oil lamp back in the house?
Yes,
is it
we
back
do.
there?
I had to get it from eBay because it's discontinued. So
Is she still cleaning your house?
nope, we got a new cleaning lady.
This one. That's okay. Listen, she got rid of her. It cost you $150. You still got the lamp. It was
And now
it
Mike's
was a
going to
clean
find
break.
out that I paid for half
Well, that
and
was
he
your
was-
choice.
because I wanted to live with myself.
I get it. I probably would have done the same thing. Listen, these are not. We grew up. I don't know. I mean, we always had a cleaning lady once a week, and we had to like clean the house before the cleaning lady
on
came.
Thursday nights, I still
Yeah,
get
it's
like
like
PTSD
the worst. I was like, what are we
on
doing? I'm
Thursdays.
like, what's the point? And then you get a cleaning lady as an adult, and you're like, I got to clean the house before the cleaning lady comes. So I feel like this is a privilege. A lot of these people are very honest, super hardworking people. But Frank did get our old cleaning lady on undercover video stealing from him
Do we
and
still
my
have video?
in-laws. Do we got to find that? Oh shit! I just
So hello.
There we go.
There he goes.
Piggy's breaking chairs again. How many chairs do you think the Mauro family in total has broken?
9 at least.
Oh, there we go. Oh, this is great. I'm like doing fun crunches. See, this is why you're watching right now. It's like the Tony Little fucking thing. Remember Tony Little?
Yes, I can't forget.
I brought
wish
up
could
Tony Little
forget.
before, haven't I?
Not on the podcast, I'm pretty sure.
All right, Jeff.
I'll have to look
Original
through the
material. Yeah, so my brother Frank, we had the same cleaning lady as my in-laws. Alice and Paul, shout out to my in-laws. Shout out to the kids on that rock and roll farm. Shout out, shout out. Oh, I forgot the last part. It was so cute.
Oh, it's the best.
So Frank's like, I think they're stealing. And my mother-in-law was like, I think she's stealing too. And I'm like, I don't think I didn't see anything missing. So my brother got like, I think it was a alarm clock secret thing. It's like a Spencer, a Hammaker Schlemmer.
From like a Sky Mall or
Yeah,
like
sharper image, where you record the thing.
Yeah.
And he got her, dude. He got her. Like rifling through like the drawer, taking it couldn't have been, it was the most obvious get in the history of like undercover cameras.
Who knew?
It was amazing.
Jeff or Frank's on
So
the
now,
case.
now Frank's like, I think we got to do this together. I'm like, oh man, I don't really want to do this. This is a highly uncomfortable situation that they have to like, tell this woman who happens to be a Polish woman. So, I don't think her status at the time. I don't know, but regardless, we didn't want to involve the police, right? We just wanted to nip it in the bud and scare her to know that we want some reparations here, some payback.
Yeah.
And keep it fair, but
But
keep
also
the
didn't
cops
she
because we're not
steal
rats either.
She stole from the kids like
It was
piggy. Yeah.
Oh, it was the kids' piggy bank
Yeah.
too. Yes, Frankie and Leno's piggy bank because they said that's how they found it. They're like, I think it was Frankie being like, I'm down like $50. And they're like, no, you didn't. You spent it at the candy store, kid. You know, you spent it at Babbage's on video games. You don't know, but he was totally honest. And so they did a little digging and they found it and they set up the camera, got her. So Frank's like, all right, she's going to be at your house on Friday. We're going to meet you there. And when she walks up to the house, she comes in, we're all going to be in the kitchen with the iPad, with the video queued up to show that, we got
so
you.
there was a lot of preparation.
We got you, like some Chris Hansen type style. Do you know Chris Hansen, To Catch a Predator?
Chris Hansen, I thought that was from The Bachelor.
No, it's Chris Hansen.
Yeah.
Now I gotta go. It's the first thing I've Googled all day. I mean, sometimes you gotta let it go. Chris Hansen, I was right.
Right. Okay. Sorry.
So here, picture this Chris Hansen style ambush. Mm-hmm. All right, we're catching predators, Emily.
Yeah.
So Frank comes in first couple 10, 15 minutes before, and my brother Frank, who's pictured on there, is big guy. He's wearing like a trench coat.
Stop it.
Like I hand a guy like Columbo. He is
Frank
like
loves
in
that
a
coat.
like in a long duster trench coat, like Sarge. You know,
Oh, my
like
heavens.
you know, like head of homicide. He's like, you know, he's got a toothpick. He does.
Cute.
His glasses. You know, he's like down. You know, he's like this.
You.
He's got a mustache. I'm like, what did you just? I'm like, what? Where did you go to? You know, did you go to Spirit Halloween before here? And then in walks the cleaning lady, and he's like, come here. Helena, that's her name. I don't care. She's a criminal. Come here. Helena, we need to show you something. He presses play. And she's like, yes, I did it. And she was like crying. She's like, I'm so, and that's a whole sob story. And then what are you going to do, right? Like you want to be pissed. And Frank and Kelly were really pissed. And me and Sarah literally, since we had really technically nothing stolen from us, and then Alice couldn't prove it because she didn't have video evidence, me and Sarah were kind of sitting there like, I cannot wait for this to be over.
God, that
Please,
sounds
everybody, get
terrible.
out of my house. And it was like, Frank's like, we know. I think Frank said, you might not know. I don't know, what was it? It was like, you might not know exactly who we are, but we know exactly who you are. Which didn't make sense because she was inside of all our houses.
Frank.
Like she knew all of our addresses. And I don't know. He said he was going to come after and get the 700 or whatever, how much collectively was missing over the years. But nothing ever happened. So point being, Emily, full circle, you know what? She did the wrong thing by not accounting for all of it and putting, I guess, literally the blame half on you by having you pay for it. But I think you did the right thing. It was the Christian thing to do.
Yeah.
I think nobody lost and you won.
Exactly. I wanted to sleep at night. That's what it was about.
And you got that dumb oil lamp, and you could fire it up whenever you want and look at it and watch it do absolutely nothing except light up your life.
Exactly. And that's all it needs to do.
Oh, Emily.
A couple other things that happened. This happened very recently. We were out in the backyard, and I see Rocky.
You guys playing lawn darts?
No, Mike's just like always working on
Spike ball?
Mike's always working on his garden, our garden, but he does all the work for it.
What a man.
He does
Sweaty.
do manly things.
I bet he's got a sick farmer tan right now. Have you seen it? Is this?
Really?
I bet his this part of the arm. What do you call this part? Because he's a white mother effer, and this is dark, totally tan.
No, it's not that. It's not like that. Because he goes to the lake sometimes and jumps in the water.
Sweet.
But I see Rocky like in a corner for a little bit too long, and I'm like, "What you looking at?" And it was like a still alive, not a baby rat, but a child rat, like a adolescent rat.
A fledgling.
Yes, that was like partially alive, but like injured or sick. And I see Rocky like messing with it. So I scream, I grab Rocky. I'm like, Mike, where's the rat?
Was the rat still in his mouth when you grabbed him?
No. The rat was like still chilling on the ground. He wasn't moving because
Was there blood evident?
No. Like Rocky did not break blood. But I'm like, Mike, take care of it, And I'm there holding my dog, like shaking in fear, worried about if my dog is now diseased. And I see frickin' Mike. I see him with the shovel. I think he's gonna scoop it and like throw it out. He frickin' thwacks it. He murdered. And I'm like, ah! I scream. I turn around. I cover Rocky's eyes. I couldn't believe it that like Mike killed it right in front of me
Now,
and
okay,
us.
one question, just so I can paint the audience a picture here. Did he flat thwack it, or did he go with the sharp
Flat
edge and,
thwack.
and bifurcate it?
Flat thwack, scooped it, threw it in the alley.
That's the Chicago way, baby. A little weight, dude. I mean, listen. I've encountered, since we've had our dogs, various bird kills, squirrel
He
kills.
almost killed a fledgling. He almost did, but the fledgling survived.
Thank God, that's the saddest.
Oh,
thing.
I
They
would
just
die.
want to make it out of it.
We're very big bird people.
Yeah, but bird people, like rats are not birds. Rats are, hey,
No, it's
pieces
not.
of shit. Our Aunt Catherine was the head of rat patrol for the city of Chicago for many years.
Mm-hmm.
She got sick. What happened? Rat population spiked.
That's true.
So the Mauros were directly in control of the rat population. So when you think it's, the current administration, no, it was the passing of our
Yeah.
Aunt Catherine.
Exactly.
That's real deal, folks. That's real deal. Well, I'm proud of Mike for just getting barbaric with that.
He did. I was.
Launching it because I do. I don't like the thing. I don't like. Things
Yeah,
like
you wouldn't do that.
I get
You
very
would-
skeevy. I'll get there. There will be like 3 plastic bags involved, some gloves. I would glove up.
Yeah.
I'd probably I treat it like a big spider where you like dome it with something so you don't then
no.
maybe slip a card under it and then dispose of it.
Yeah,
You know?
I don't want. That's like how I kill spiders. That's how I kill things. Like I put there's a barrier in between what I hit it with, like anything. But this was visceral. It was violent. Still not over it.
Man. What stories would you be telling if you didn't have a dog right now? Have you
I
ever
don't
thought
know,
of that?
but you
Look how
know
much
that-
joy this dog has brought you.
It's changed my life. And actually, this Sunday, I have my appointment with the animal communicator that you got for me off of my pet registry.
I still don't know how I feel about
And
it.
so, guy, I think that's going to be a full-on episode. We're going to play. I think we'll or at least play clips of what the pet psychic told me.
Oh, I think that's good.
Yeah.
Where does she live?
I know it's via.
Oh, I thought maybe you
via
go to
Zoom.
her weird house that has been converted to a dog psychic place with one neon sign off a weird highway next to a, Jack Shack.
No.
I painted a picture. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes, but this will be virtual.
Oh, my God.
I will just be sitting with my doggie in my lap.
How convenient for psychics that they can do this over the phone and virtually, right?
Well, let's hope it works.
Right? All the phone psychics from back in the day, they can read your mind through the magic of telephone lines.
And my dogs, apparently. But
So what do you have to do? Like
I have to, I think
how do you connect the dog to her via electronically?
she'll just ask questions or something. I don't know. I still have yet to figure it out. But if you have any good questions I should ask, do you have any?
What did that little rat taste like? That
no.
delicious rat. Tell me, did you
I'm gonna
like the
give
flavor?
Rocky. I'm gonna tell Rocky a code word, and then hopefully the
Oh,
psychic
God,
will
I
pick up.
can't stop.
I think
done.
the
You're
code
done.
word's
You're
gonna
done.
be Banana Boy because he loves bananas.
So done with you.
But okay.
Can you just no? Do you have any more Rocky stories though? Honestly,
Not right now.
Because the audience is dying to hear one more.
No. The other huge thing that happened this week, or last week.
Rocky took a solid
No,
shit after all that
Jeff,
lettuce.
I got a new
Romaine.
car. You know this. I
Wait,
got a
hold
new
on.
car.
Tell us, Emily.
I got a new car. Wait, that's like the dun dun. Yeah. So Jeff and I had taken a moment to say goodbye to my car.
Yes, we did. It was tender.
It was very
Bittersweet.
tender. So we're gonna play that for y'all right now.
Yeah. Can't wait. I'm here to send off Emily's Toyota Corolla S in Speedway Blue. She has had this car, how long, Emily?
Since the fall of 2007.
Fall of 2007, so that's 17, how many, 16 years, this car?
About, yeah.
About 16 years old. How many mileage? What's the
it
mileage
has-
on this bitch?
115.
115,000 miles.
Not
on this.
bad.
As you can see, she lost the spoiler many years ago. Just kind of came off, right, Emily?
Well, the first time it came off, during a winter storm, I tried to open the trunk, and out of frustration, I pulled it up by the spoiler and then held it in my hands like I was the strongest woman alive.
Yeah, I guess it's been
It's
like
Shawshank.
trunk since then.
No, it's okay. So,
okay.
so then Dad took me to a place on the south side, very suspect, to get it reattached, and it was never quite secure.
Sounds like a Gus move.
And about 8 years later, it just fell off. Like it just said no more.
Well, it's severely impacted her traction on the highway because there's nothing pushing the bottom of the car. Since it is an S model, it's very fast.
Sports edition.
You got the dumb love sticker.
I
that's
thought someone
faded
put
into oblivion. As you can see, this is an old school model. It's got the downturn antenna here for extra aerodynamics.
Jeff, no,
It is literally
Jeff,
coming off.
I did that with electrical tape. Because one day when I was on 94, I hear a noise on the ceiling, and it was because it was whipping around.
Oh.
It was like a helicopter.
Like a helicopter, like a rotor.
Yeah.
You got obviously custom rust. That's part of the package. You got a beautiful rim right there that looks like it's been spray painted over a couple times.
Guess what? Those tires are kind of new.
These tires? Hey, new tires. Come around to the other side here. Let's see what we got here. Look at the frosty headlights. And this is what we call this the Speedway blue bubble right there. That's poppable, but we're gonna let that be. It's like it's like a cyst or a pimple. You gotta just let it come to the surface. You can't work it too hard. Got a nice cracked mirror. Listen, this helps Emily back up because it's almost like a in a jet fighter when you're zeroing in on the target in a dogfight. You can it's like a what do you call them, Emily? It's crosshairs.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
Crosshairs.
Oh yeah.
Really nice. Want to give a special shout out to my friends over at McCarthy Ford for hooking my sister up with a new Ford, which you will see right now. Not impressed,
Yeah, people from the office.
They were very impressed. Again, thank you to McCarthy Ford there on the south
We have
side
a whole goodbye
of Chicago for a wonderful trade-in value for this, but also providing great customer service and hooking Emily up.
Say goodbye to what we had. A good time.
I'm blessing the car. A little bit of dirt. I'm blessing it with a little holy water. It's a very tender moment, and for those of you not visually enjoying this moment,
it
but
really
even
is.
a greater reason to go to
Now
YouTube.
we go. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, that's enough.
That's enough. See, we always end it at the right time.
I do. Hey, I know you got to leave them wanting more.
Always leave them wanting more, which is why I think we're going to leave them right now, Emily. So to take us out, I would like to play a tribute that Emily cut together from Anne and her sister Jane's appearance here from 2022. We talked about it earlier. Here on the Come On Over podcast, some special moments were captured. Very poignant considering the last week. So here's a little special tribute, courtesy of Emily, to show how special of a person Anne Burrell was. Rest in peace.
You know, I will say, yes, like Worst Cooks on the surface is a circus, but the thing about Worst Cooks is it really does have takeaways for the audience and for the people who are doing it. And it is like, you see Jeff on set, how I like fight with the producers to make sure that we really have time to demo and to teach, and that we really are not faking the teaching part of stuff. That and it's a lot of work what we do, but that's like, I feel like, all right, we can do all the games and stuff as long as the games have a point and there is at least some kernel of learning something with the games, and then that we get our teaching moments of the demos and stuff.
Who da boss?
Who da boss?
Between you two, Anne and Jane, who da boss?
That is so easy. Of course she is. She was I was terrified of her growing up. Very. And she used to say, I'm a bitch. I love being a bitch.
But then there were the times when Jane would do stuff and she'd be like, oh, I'm sure it was Anne.
Oh,
And
yeah.
my mother would so believe her.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I remember, I think, seeing you on an elevator, like one of the first South Beach Wine and Foods when I was, still very new at this. And I was like, oh my God, I was like clammed up. But then I think we worked together a couple of times, had some laughs, and then we went out, and that's all you got to do.
Right. That's all you have to do with me. Like, if you want to get into the Anne Burrell world, just buy me a drink. I'm good.
That's that. What would be your sing along number one? I'm gonna hit him over the head when I only got one chance.
So, I mean, it used to be Country Roads. It's now Wonderwall, but Jane is not wrong because it was always Country Roads for years.
Wow. Jane, you were correct. I'm gonna give you the point. That's actually a 3-pointer. I like the song Roar. I think it's a powerful song.
It's a good one.
I'm the tiger fighter, dancing through the fire. I'm a champion. Come on.
You're gonna hear me roar. Right.
Oh man, all day in the shower before the big match. Doesn't matter. I'm listening to Roar.
Well, you know, Jeff, our favorite song together.
Oh my God.
I still still have this song in my head all the time.
How about this? You don't even say it. How about this? Can you hear it? Cool to be kind, right?
Yes, totally. I have just such a funny memory of this last season of Worst Cooks that we did on like one of those marathon long days. And I brought out my little speaker just to give us a little energy before the recruits came back on set. And I was dancing around and you were like pretending to do the drums. And every time I hear it now, I think of you doing that.
I thought that was the most necessary thing to ever happen on a television set because the day was long and that was, followed by many long days and preceded by many long days. And it was like the time where it's just like, listen, sometimes music is that little just boost you need. And I know you listen to music all day in your trailer. I do too, or play music. And that was like the perfect song at the perfect time. And we were kind of singing it the whole week, weeks. But that was like, you brought out the Bluetooth speaker and the crew is like, what the hell?
Darn it.
Emily, I chose your favorite movie of all time. Beaches.
Are you kidding me? What?
Did you ever know that you're my hero? Come on. I would like to be.
The reason why John Denver is sort of popular around our house is because we grew up with the 8-track tape. John Denver greatest hits. And Jane had that little, did you guys ever remember
2XL.
that 2XL, that funny little sort of computer, it was a fake computer thing, but it would play 8-track tapes. And there was an 8-track tape that it would ask you questions and you could push answer like A, B, or C. And it would be like, you are correct.
Oh my God. Yes. I do remember that. I think
it's like
an early computer thing, right?
I dreamt it.
Kind of. So, but Jane loves puzzles. So she would have 2XL in her bedroom on this little puzzle table in her room, playing the John Denver 8-track
Roads,
doing puzzles. Yes. And Country Roads was on there.
What a time, huh? Now these kids, they're doing fentanyl and they're right. They're in virtual reality worlds, meta universes, right? Doing God knows what to each other. These puzzles and 8-tracks. John Denver.
That was Casanova, let me tell you. And we were even Amish.
Can you imagine giving an 8-track? You should sell that 8-track 2XL to an Amish right now. They'd be like, whoa. Just see this? Oh, touch it.
But whenever I think Valerie, I always think Steve Winwood first.
Oh, does he have a song called Valerie too?
He does. Valerie, God.
Oh, Monty, Valerie. Valerie.
That's the name of the song.
I didn't know.
That's what he said. I
thought
it was follow me.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah, it's something like that. I don't know.
To the sea, follow me. It will be what will be. Follow me. Welcome to Cold Call Karaoke, where we ask our guests on the fly to join in on a cold call karaoke number where you didn't know this was coming. You don't know the song being played, but I'm going to play this song for you. Now you know after all this conversation, I just queued it up. But are you guys game for just a little, maybe a couple, maybe a verse or a chorus? Are you ready?
Yes.
I'm so ready. I love it.
I'll put myself on mute and just Mouth the words.
I
All
can
right,
do
this one, I think you guys can do this because we literally. Ladies and gentlemen, best cold call karaoke.
God.
Way better than our little sister Dana.
Oh my God, the commitment.
Listen, I wanted to leave them wanting more. How about that, Ann? That old show business
I
trope.
want
We
to
wanted
edit that a
more.
little bit.
Oh my God, here we go. Coming at you. Right?
Yeah, it's oh my God.
it. Fun.
Jeff Mauro, anytime that I get a chance to hang out with you, it is fun. I know that straight away. Any chance I get to hang out with my sister, I know it's fun. And now that I get to hang out with your sister, I mean, that just puts a button on it.
Oh,
We all love hanging out with each other.
I know. This has been awesome.
This is so wholesome. I'm so happy. Thank you all for coming on over.
And get the hell out.
Thank you guys so much.
Bye.
The Come On Over podcast is executive produced by Emily Mauro. I write all of the original songs, and the entire new production is produced, shot, and edited by Holy Cow Productions, full-service content production house built to turn ideas into impact, blending creative direction, strategy, and execution under one roof, offering video production, photography, motion design, and branded content. Check them out at holycow.productions.